Picture this for a second. You're cruising down a quiet highway. The cabin is whisper quiet. The ride feels smooth like you're floating, and everything around you feels just a little more premium than usual. That's the vibe the 2025 Lexus ES is aiming for. And honestly, Lexus may have quietly created one of the most comfortable and refined sedans you can buy right now. So today, let's talk about what makes the new Lexus ES so interesting. What's new, what stayed the same, and why so many people who want luxury without drama keep coming back to this car. First off, let's talk about the design. Lexus didn't try to reinvent the ES completely, but they definitely gave it a sharper and more confident look. The front end still has that big signature spindle grille that Lexus is known for, but now it looks cleaner and more integrated into the body. The headlights are slimmer, more modern, and they give the car a really elegant face, especially at night. From the side, the ES still has that long, flowing sedan profile that makes it look classy rather than aggressive. It's the kind of car that looks expensive without trying too hard. And the newel designs really help, especially the larger options that make the car sit a bit sportier on the road. Around the back, the taillights are sleek and wide, stretching across the rear and giving the ES a wider stance. It's subtle, but it makes the car look more modern compared to older models. But honestly, the real magic of the ES has always been what happens under the hood and inside the cabin. Let's start with the engine. One of the biggest highlights of the ES lineup continues to be the hybrid option. The hybrid version of the 2025 Lexus ES focuses heavily on efficiency and smoothness rather than raw speed. You get a gasoline engine paired with an electric motor, and together they deliver a ride that feels incredibly smooth and quiet. When you're driving in the city, the car can run on electric power more often, which means better fuel economy and less noise. On the highway, the gas engine takes over smoothly without you really noticing. It's not designed to be a sports car. It's designed to make driving feel effortless. And that's really the personality of the ES. It's calm, refined, and relaxed. Now here's something interesting. While the ES isn't built as an off-road vehicle like an SUV, Lexus has tuned the suspension so it handles rough roads incredibly well. If you've ever driven on uneven streets or long highway trips, you'll appreciate how the suspension absorbs bumps and keeps the cabin stable. It's not meant to climb mountains or crawl over rocks, but when it comes to comfort over imperfect roads, the ES does a surprisingly good job. It's the kind of car that turns a long drive into a relaxing experience rather than a tiring one. Step inside, and this is where Lexus really shines. The interior of the 2025 Lexus ES feels like a calm, well-designed lounge. The seats are soft but supportive, and Lexus uses high-quality materials everywhere. Soft leather, smooth surfaces, and subtle metallic accents. One of the biggest updates is the infotainment system. In older Lexus models, the touchpad controls were sometimes confusing, but now the system is easier to use and more modern. The large central screen sits closer to the driver, and it supports wireless smartphone connectivity, which means you can connect your phone instantly without cables. Another thing people love about the ES is space. Even though it's technically a mid-size sedan, the rear seats feel incredibly roomy. Passengers in the back get plenty of legroom, making it a great car for families or even for people who occasionally use a driver. And of course, because it's a Lexus, the quietness inside the cabin is impressive. Lexus engineers spend a lot of time reducing road noise, wind noise, and vibrations. So when you're inside the ES, the outside world feels far away. Safety is another big focus. The 2025 Lexus ES comes with the latest Lexus safety system, which includes features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, automatic emergency braking, and blind spot monitoring. These technologies work quietly in the background to make driving easier and safer. Now let's talk about pricing, because that's actually one of the reasons the ES has always been popular. Compared to many European luxury sedans, the ES usually comes in at a lower starting price while still offering a very premium experience. That makes it appealing to buyers who want comfort, reliability, and luxury without spending the extra money often required for brands like BMW or Mercedes. And speaking of past models, how does the 2025 version compare? Well, The ES has always been known for three main things: comfort, reliability, and efficiency. The new version keeps those strengths but improves the technology and design slightly. The infotainment system is easier to use, the styling feels a bit fresher, and the hybrid system continues to deliver excellent fuel economy. But Lexus didn't change the personality of the car, and honestly, that's a good thing. People buy the ES because they want a dependable luxury sedan that's comfortable every single day. In a world where many automakers are chasing aggressive designs and ultra-sporty performance, the 2025 Lexus ES stays focused on something different: smooth driving, quiet luxury, and long-term reliability. And that's probably why the ES has such a loyal fan base. It's the kind of car that doesn't try to shout for attention. Instead, it quietly proves itself over time. If you want a luxury sedan that feels refined, comfortable, and easy to live with every day, the Lexus ES continues to be one of the smartest choices in the segment. So the big question is this: would you choose the Lexus ES for its comfort and reliability, or would you go for something sportier from Germany? Let me know what you think, because this debate between comfort and performance never really ends. Automobile.